Travis Hunter won't be doing any drills at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis, my city. He'll wait until his pro day. Travis Hunter was talking about playing both positions in the NFL. There's actually a video that we're going to show. Barely, take it away.
I did some meetings at receiver, did some meetings at DB, so still up in the air. They say nobody has ever done it for real the way I do it, but I tell them that I'm just different. I'm a different person.
He still wants to play, 100% of snaps at corner and receiver. Matt, what's your take on his response? And just, I know we've talked about this before, but just the reality of him actually playing both sides at the next level. You've played at the NFL. You know how tough it is, how different it is than the collegiate level. What's the reality of him making this a true thing?
Look, if anybody can do it, it's him.
Okay.
I want to say that first.
Yeah.
I also believe there's a lot of guys in the NFL that could do this. I do. As a guy who played defensive line his entire life, played his first 2 years in the NFL on defensive line, and then got moved to offense and played the last 4 years at guard and center. I never played both ways in the game, but I was always dressed ready. If I was dressed, I was the emergency defensive lineman on goal line. I was in the fucking fullback package, all that bullshit, right?
Yeah.
There's a guy that plays for the Chargers, the big redhead kid, played at Boise, McClintock or something like that. He played a ton both ways this year at bore technique, zero, and fullback. A ton. That's a pretty physical position. He was fine. He played all year. He played close to 80, 85 snaps a game at times. Okay? Now, I think there's a lot of media attention put into this. But I think Travis can do this if it's regulated correctly. I'm not going to sit here and play if he wants to have a 15-year career, he won't do this. There's nothing guaranteed in this game. You could play a week and get hurt and never play again. So I think that while he's young and healthy and has shown he can do this in college and at an elite level, I think he would be almost robbing the National Football League, the fan base, just generally, not wherever he goes. I'm saying NFL fans, football fans. It'd be robbing everybody of – that's why I hope he goes to New England where Vrabel can use him and just let him turn him loose and see what happens for a couple of years. And look, if he gets hurt in year 4 and then he wants to pick a side of the ball and only really contribute on the other side a little bit, man, you got maybe through – can you imagine a guy who goes first-team All-Pro, wide receiver, and DB? Like, it's some shit that you've never seen before. And I personally, that's what sports is about, dog. Sports is about trend setting, and this is the ultimate move. So, there's a lot of guys that have played both ways in the past. Vrabel obviously has done this. At the Combine, they were back and forth with each other because Mike did this. One of my favorite players ever, Chuck Bednarik, one of the reasons I wear 60, my dad's favorite player ever. Concrete Charlie, the original middle linebacker center, like that's a bad motherfucker. He did it. I know it's a different era, but shit. I just think that the opportunity to do it would be really cool. If anybody can do it, it's him. Yes, he could get hurt. Yes, it could. Like I don't think that he's going to bust. I think people, if you have negative feelings towards Travis Hunter, you're a fucking hater, man. You don't appreciate greatness at all. I'll say this, being a Buff, okay? Everybody knows how I'm a homer for that team because that's my shit.
Yeah.
Our biggest rival's Nebraska, hands down. If he played for Nebraska and won the Heisman, I would still feel the same fucking way about him. He is special.
Well, here's the thing.
So,
I think that's impossible to say.
The Combine, let's be real. The Combine's a joke.
Yeah. I think that statement you just made is impossible to say. If he was at Nebraska, there's no way you're like, no way.
I would still appreciate the greatness, bro.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think us trying to push the narrative that he plays both ways in the NFL is actually going to take away from the fans because there's just no way in this game that's going to be night and day from college to the transition. You know as well as I do, and everybody out there that played from college to the NFL, you're going to see the transition, and he's going to see bigger, faster, stronger, number one. Number two, there's just no way, Smitty, Matt, that he goes out one day and covers fucking, Nakua, and then has to go fucking on offense and go against Singletary and or Stingley or Sauce Gardner, and then he has to come on the other side and cover fucking Justin Jefferson, and then go out and fucking play against.
You know what they have to do? They have to cover Travis Hunter and get covered by Travis Hunter. So he's that guy. So
yeah, but not a full speed guy though. Like he's gonna be more out.
That's a broad opinion about what the man can't do when all he does is do.
Yeah, but he hasn't. I'm just saying this is the NFL. I just think we need to appreciate how good he can be.
NFL. I think you're over evaluating how.
Yeah, I just don't know why we're pushing it. Like why we're pushing it on the kid is my whole thing. Like I think
he's pushing it. He's saying he want to do it. We're not pushing it.
He wants to do this shit.
Let's be honest. He's a kid. You know why he's pushing it? Because we're pushing it. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. We're pushing it.
That's bullshit. He played every snap.
Everybody out there is pushing this, though. Every single person out in major network television.
I think we're just supporting him, saying he wants to play both ways and saying that, hey, we believe he could do it. You know what I mean? It's not like we're saying he should do it. It's like, no, we're just saying
hold on.
He can't do it.
You actually want me to believe that Travis Hunter is being influenced by fans and the media to play both ways and appease us?
No,
that's ridiculous.
No. This is like in the hood when we grew up, and don't hype your boy up and get him fucked up. To quit hyping that motherfucker up. He's hyping me up. Smitty, don't hype him up. Don't hype him up.
JB, you better get him. It's the game.
We keep hyping him up in a way that we all want to see it. We all want to see it is the thing. Like everybody wants to see it. Yeah, and I think but yeah, the kid himself is like, all right, well, human nature, they want to see it. Let me be the guy to give it to him. Like what we're saying is I want to see the kid be great and lock down one position, one side of the football first. Let's get him let him get drafted and do that first. And then let's see what he does. I personally think he's going to be a spot player on one of the sides of the ball and then start over there and try to focus on either corner or wide out. And then let's go throw him a screen. Let's go do this. There's no way that he's just going to go out here in the NFL and do what we think. I think we're asking for a short-lived career. That's all I'm saying. I want to see the kid play a long time. Like, fuck. Why do I want to see the motherfucker play? Just to appease social media?
It's amazing how you're so worried about the longevity of his career now. Like I want to see some greatness. I think that he can give it to us.
I like seeing shit I've never seen before. I like to see, and again, yes, fans, we want to see it. We've never seen it, but again, he decided to play both sides from the get-go. It's not like we were trying to push Travis Hunter out of high school. Hey, play both sides. That's what he wanted to do, and Deion allowed, and part of the reason why he played.
No one's pushing this agenda on Travis Hunter. This is what he wants.
We're just supporting it. We're supporting it, saying that
I think that he can do it. If that makes me delusional, then I guess I don't know what I'm talking about with football. But if anybody can do it, it's him. And if he can't do it and he turns into some average player, I'll eat crow. But I'm telling you, I feel pretty confident that he's going to be a pretty good player at the next level on both sides of the ball. Whatever this man puts his mind to, he seems to do. So,
I just know that we all hear rumblings.
He's paired next to Christian Gonzalez, and he gets Mike Vrabel as a coach with Josh McDaniels and his creativity and the way that they can do things, and a young quarterback. I think he could be a great player. So again, if you have a narrative against him,
Smitty hears certain people in the chat. Matt, you hear people on your show, or people talk shit about Colorado. I hear everything. We all hear shit and rumblings. We see it, whether we believe it, whether we like it, whatever. The kid sees and hears shit, and that's my issue. I don't know if he's really going to say, hey, this is really what I want to do. We all see it in here. It's all bulletin board material, as we knew.
Why are you assuming that he doesn't want to do it?
I'm not saying he doesn't want to do it. All I'm saying is, like, if I'm in his camp, I'm like, look, You're special. Let's get you in the league first, and let's get you locked in at one position. Because bottom line is he has to be drafted first.
But he know he
well, he's not going to get drafted, bro. He's going to go undrafted.
Ain't nothing to worry about. Let's be real.
No. I don't know why you guys think I'm being smart. I'm saying he has to get drafted first,
That's
right?
a smart-ass comment. He's going to go fourth to New England.
Okay, so he goes to New England. For what position? New England's not
plays
drafted.
Christian Gonzalez and then also plays offense.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. They're drafting him as an athlete, though. We broke this down yesterday. We broke this down yesterday. There's a need, and then there's the best player available, and then there's an athlete, the best athlete in the draft. He's the best athlete in the draft, but is he the best positional player needed for a roster spot?
Putting him next to Christian Gonzalez? Yes. That would be pretty dynamic.
So New England's drafting him as a corner.
Yeah, and then they're going to play him on offense a ton as well.
That's my fucking point. I'm a smart ass. That's my fucking point, homie. This shit's crazy.
So he plays
He's gonna go free agent like I'm a fucking retard. He's gonna go undrafted. Like, get the fuck out of here with your fucking biased Colorado shit, homie. The guy's gonna be a bust. Let's be real. He's gonna be a bust.
Right.
He's gonna be a bust because we're hyping. And I'm telling you this as a father, and a coach. He's going to be a bust because y'all put all the hype on the kid, and nobody's going to tell the fucking kid the truth. You're 170 pounds. You need to get to fucking the weight room first. Go learn how to play a position in the NFL. We want to hype the kid up and say, go lock down Justin Jefferson, and then go play corner.
He's a bust now? Hold on.
You guys are hyping him to be a bust is what I'm telling you. You're hyping him up to be a bust is my point, homie.
I'm not saying he'll be a Hall of Famer.
Let the young man play a position.
All I'm saying.
Let him play a fucking position first. We're setting him up to fail, homie. Let him play one fucking spot.
Listen,
come on, man.
I believe he'll be.
You're never going to convince me of this, Jay.
And play a lot.
I know, man, but let him get in the league first and get a fucking spot locked down. We know how great the kid is. Why are we hyping him up to play two fucking positions already? He hasn't played one down.
He wants to play both ways.
I get it.
He's going to get drafted by somebody and do that.
As a position.
And then we will have a figure on if it worked or not. Yeah. All of this fucking back and forth, it's your opinion, it's mine. I'm basing this on the fact that I was in both meeting rooms for 4 years. I did both in practice for 4 years. I switched positions, and I thought it was a success. I have my pension after playing both ways and playing in games at guard and playing in games at 3 technique and nose tackle. I never did it in the same game, obviously. I'm not saying that it's productive. I'm saying that the possibility may be there for him to be a generational talent and play both ways for a while. It may be he might play both ways for 10 years. He might play both ways for a year.
To your point, JB, maybe corner's his main spot. Just like a question. Maybe corner's his main spot.
I'd imagine corner will be his main spot, and then he'll get 25, 30 plays on offense.
If you play
and
40
play 80, 85 plays.
20 a receiver, I think that's possible.
Because Jordan Jefferson doesn't play every rep. Just let's be real. DK Metcalf doesn't play every rep. A.J. Brown doesn't play every rep. Justin Jefferson doesn't play every rep. Chase doesn't play every rep. Receivers rotate in packages. They get they're always tapping out, getting a play off. Backs always rotate. Offensive players rotate. Defensive players really, other than the defensive linemen, the linebackers are staying on. Your corners are usually staying on. Yeah. So if you pair him next to Christian Gonzalez, you have an open-minded head coach like Mike Vrabel. You have a creative offensive guru and Josh McDaniels who will really, I think, do a good job with Drake May instituting the Tom Brady run-first system. You play him 20, 25 snaps on offense. You get creative. You have a package. You let him go do his thing. Then you actually have a wide receiver threat in New England as well, something they haven't had since Randy fucking Moss, it seems. And then also you play him next to Christian Gonzalez on defense, and you have a dynamic corner duo.
Here's the issue. I want to be clear.
Dangerous, and he might get hurt, but this assumption that he's just going to suck because people don't like CU or don't like him. I mean, I think it's
I want to be clear.
Narrative to say he can't do it.
I want to be clear. this is my issue. I want to be clear here. Like, first of all, anyone out here, all these fuckers in the chat think I'm wishing on this kid's demise is absolutely crazy. You know nothing about me, and you can ask any fucking player I've ever coached. First of all, would never do that. I'm not hoping for that. You guys in the chat that don't like Colorado or him may be doing it. I don't want to see that at all. There's the reason for my take. I want to see the motherfucker last 10, 20 years. When we saw Deion Sanders lock down corner and play and return punts, that was fucking pretty special, Smitty. He didn't go over to wideout until later and then said, we so special, let's spot his ass over here. But we're going to lock his ass. He's going to be our lockdown motherfucking guy who was so special and unique that we've never seen at the time. And then we had Darryl Green on another team in the same division. And we had a couple guys, Aeneas Williams. We had all these dudes that were like, fuck, these are freak of natures. But only Deion was returning kicks and clowning and doing all the shit. He was special. What's wrong with that? I get that we want to see we're fascinated with seeing this dude play both ways. I get we want to see him play both ways, but I'm just saying, I want to see the position that he gets drafted for first, lock that down, and I would love to see him go be special. He's still going to check your box, Smitty, something we haven't seen in a long time. He's going to go over there on offense, boom, 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 or defense, wherever team takes some ass, and do his thing. I don't have no issue with that, but I actually wanted to sustain his career, not fucking rush it. That's all I'm saying. I just want to be clear out there to all the fucking dick riders.
I almost feel like we're all saying the same exact fucking thing now when I actually look back. Like, and Matt, I don't want to speak for you, so correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we're saying he's going to play 100% snaps, meaning he's just not going to leave the field. I'm never saying that. I just think he's going to play a decent amount on one side and then be a main focus on the other side, which is what JB I think you're saying too. So
I get all that.
What Messi says he plays both sides.
Yeah. All I'm asking is what are we drafting him for? Like we broke it down yesterday.
I guarantee you when he's drafted, it says wide receiver DB/DB on the bottom, so everybody can continue this shit. He's a football player. That's my point. That's what me and Smitty were arguing yesterday. Like, football players are the normal casual out here will not understand what we're saying, but a football player is very different than a guy that plays left tackle. He's a guy that plays the more you can do, baby.
Hey man, I recruited this motherfucker because he's just a baller. And what position does he play?
Where are we going to put him?
We'll find a spot. He plays corner. Yeah, I'll find a place for his ass. He's a football player. There's not 11 football players on the field usually. I'm just so everybody knows. There's not 11 guys out there that are like, man.
Think about like guys you would assign as football players in the NFL, like Ricard with Baltimore. If you don't know his story, that's football playing Jesse right there. That son of a bitch is a baller. The McClintock kid for the Chargers, just a football player. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know where he's going to go. We'll find a spot.
So, if we broke down these top, I don't know if you
Taysom Hill, I was going to say.
Taysom Hill's football player. Now, there's not a lot of dual DB receivers, but I bet you this. I bet you if Travis Hunter comes in and has the success I think he's going to have, guys in the NFL fulfill challenge to be like, I can do that shit too. How much you want to bet it spurns an entire generation of kids that want to play both ways?